Good afternoon, all. I hope you all doing well. Dear faculty members, kindly inform your colleagues or friends to join the session as we have only 50 participants today. So I request please inform your colleagues to join the session. So we'll start for today. Myself, good afternoon. Mahesh sir, is I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Yeah, you can start the session.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, participants, a very good afternoon, everyone. As we have done with the theoretical concept of S3, today first we'll be doing the practical of how we can create S3 bucket and how we can store the data inside the S3 bucket and how we can access the data from the S3 bucket as well. So we're going to start with all those things as well. So let me share my screen and we'll see the process of how to create S3 bucket and all those things as well. Just give a moment, please. I'm trying to log into my screen. All right. Participants, yeah, I have successfully opened my AWS account. So we will be doing the first the practical for how we can create an S3 bucket and how we can upload the data inside the S3 bucket. So let me share my screen quickly and I'll show you the process today, how we can create the S3 bucket from scratch and how we can store the data inside the S3 bucket and how we can access the data from the S3 bucket as well. So we're going to see all this process in this session today. All right. So here we have to go to the S3 as well. So first of all, we have to search. Yesterday already I have given little introduction about the AWS platform as well very clearly. So today I'm going to explain you about all these things as well, like how to create the S3 bucket and how we can upload the data inside the S3 bucket as well. The first and the most important thing is that we have to select a particular object that we want to upload to the S3 bucket as well, because that is very very important. And the main reason that we are creating S3 bucket is that we will be storing the data inside the S3 bucket, and the maximum we can store up to 5 TB of object inside the S3. And if you want to store the data more than 5 TB, we have to store it through the Cloud Shell as well, which is a terminal based prompt that where we can able to store the data as well. So without wasting time, let's go ahead and see the process of how we can able to manage. So quickly I'm going to the S3 service, because whatever the service I want, I will be going through there. So the next service is S3. So here we have two options: general purpose buckets, directory buckets. So we generally don't go for the directory buckets. We go for the general purpose buckets. The directory buckets are those buckets where we want very less latency for our applications that we are supposed to deploy inside the AWS platform as well. So simply I'm clicking on create bucket. So while I'm creating the bucket, I got two informations as well: general bucket, general purpose, and the directory as well. When you choose general purpose, it's a normal bucket where the latency doesn't matter. So generally for the normal usage, we go for the general purpose option. We will be going for the directory option whenever we want the latency very less for our applications. Then we'll be going through the directory, the bucket as well. Clear participants, hope it is clear to everyone. So next one is availability zone. The availability zone is also very important. When I choose directory option, I have to choose one particular zone where I can able to store my data, because for the more performance, our data should be present in single zone as well. That's why we'll be going for the directory option as well. So next we have general purpose as well. So in the general purpose, we have to give the name. Whatever the name I have to give for the bucket, so that should be unique as well. I'm giving the bucket as I'm giving the bucket name as Shushmita 8234. So you can give any name. If this name is used by somebody else across the globe, then you will be not able to create the S3 bucket as well. Hope it is clear to everyone as well. So we have to copy the settings from the existing bucket. If you want to copy from other buckets, whatever the settings I have given to the other bucket, if you want to copy those settings from the other bucket to this particular bucket, so we have to choose the bucket options and we have to upload accordingly as well. Okay. And object ownership, we have to control the ownership of the objects written to this particular bucket from the other AWS accounts. So simply, we don't want such kind of things. I am the owner of my bucket, and I should control my all the objects that has been stored inside the S3 bucket. So I'll be going for ACLs disabled. All the objects in the bucket are owned by this account, because I am the owner of my account. I will be taking care of the objects as well. And afterwards, I'm not blocking the public access. If I'm going to block the public access, then no one will access, right? So I should unblock this. So turning off, block all the public access might result in this bucket and policies become public, because basically whatever the objects that we are going to store inside this particular bucket, so usually I need to access them, right? So if I want to access them, so I should provide the public access to the buckets. If I'm not providing the public access participants, what happens then? Everybody will try to access, okay, and your objects will become vulnerable to the attacks as well, right? Everybody can able to see them. And bucket versioning, as I said very clearly, bucket versioning is nothing but if I have an object name is X. Now everybody is trying to access this object X. If I'm going to access for the first time and I'm sending some properties of this X to X1, so this is version number one. Second time I got access, again I'm changing the properties. I'm going to name it as version number two. Now my object name can be anything like X2 as well. Third time once I got access to X2 object and I have changed some properties. Now it has become as X3 as well. So whatever the properties are there, so based upon that we have to access them. So I'm going to enable this so that I can see the what are the different changes the object undergone in a particular amount of time. So no need to add any kind of tag to this. Default encryption by default, whatever the encryption servers are encryption. So I will be providing to the objects that I'm going to store inside this three bucket. And the bucket key is nothing but simply, whatever the objects that you're going to store. So for that, every object unique key will be stored. For getting that access to that keys, we have to enable this bucket keys as well. After that, simply create S3 bucket as well. So where we are supposed to create, S3 bucket after giving all these settings as well. Simply bucket name and access control is disabled. We are not going to give access control to anyone. And I'm going to unblock the access, because if I'm going to block the public access, then everybody will able to see that. And bucket versioning should be enabled so that, I can see the multiple versions of the same object that has been stored inside the S3 as well. And after that, default encryption as well, server-side encryption, enabling the key option. So in the advanced settings, object lock, so enable or disable, I'm going to disable it. No need to do the object lock. Simply create the bucket as well. Participants, the moment I'm going to create the bucket, now I will be checking that if all the settings are correct, my bucket will be created. See, successfully created the bucket Shushmita8234 means this bucket name is not created by anyone. So simply what I will do is that I will just quickly click on view the details as well. When I click on view the details participants, what happens here? I will be getting the option to upload the objects here. To upload the objects here. I will click on upload. See, we have objects, the metadata, the information about these particular objects, the properties of the objects. We can see all the properties like default encryption, user defined tags, any new tags that has been defined by the user, and bucket versioning, all these things. Permissions, what are the permissions that we are going to give? Is there any bucket policy or not? That will be seen here as well, which is very, very, important as well. Play participants. So that's why it is very important to understand these things that we will be able to, manage. So always before creating the bucket participants, we have to understand about these things as well, which are very, very, the important as well. Okay. So that's why it is going to play an important, the role as well need to be taken into the considerations as well. Play participants. So this is actually the permissions, the metrics, like where we can, see the total bucket size, total number of objects here. There is no requirement. Management. So under the management lifecycle rules, lifecycle rule is nothing but what are the actions that you want to impose on the S3. Okay, during entire its object time, what are the changes it has to undergo? So we can create the lifecycle here. And access point are nothing but simply we can create access point so that we can browse it exactly. We can assign that network origin point and the VPC, everything as well over the access point. So simply I will be showing now how to upload the object inside the S3 bucket. Click on upload option. When you upload the object, you will be getting the two options. Either you can add a single file, either you can add a single folder as well. Because whatever the options you are planning for, you will be getting that particular, options as well. Either you can add as a single file, either you can add as a single, the folder as well. Because whatever the option you're planning for, obviously we can go for that particular, option as well. Because it's up to you that what option you're trying to choose it and how you're trying to, manage it as well. Play participants, because that is very, very, important as well, need to be taken into the considerations. Now, what is the next option is that we'll be going for the either we can add a single file, the folder. Already have downloaded one particular, image. Just drag this image and keep it here simply. Okay. So what I have did indirectly, I have uploaded an image and the size of the image is 3.7 KB. So by default, we don't know initially whenever I'm uploading the object inside the S3, we are not aware of, the object as well, right? The object size is of, 3.7 KB and that has been uploaded here. And the size of the object is 3.7 KB as well. Type is image, PNG image. This is a destination where I have stored inside the Shushmita 8334 bucket, and permissions, we can grant the permissions properties. See, under the properties participants, we have to specify the storage class, encryption settings, the tags, and the more as well, because we have to define them. We have to specify that which particular storage classes. So here we have a concept of storage classes. Storage classes actually talks about the storage patterns. For example, if I want to access my data frequently, okay, more than once in a month, we have to choose the standard class, right? And if you want to, if you don't know when you are trying to access your data, okay, like unknown access patterns. Today I'm accessing, again after 2 days I'm accessing my data, again after 4 days I'm accessing my data. So I don't know exactly when I'm trying to access my data. In those cases, participants, we have to go to the intelligent tiering as well. Okay. So afterwards, we have a standard infrequent access. So if you are trying to access infrequently, then we have to go for IA, infrequent access. One zone. If you want to store your data in the single zone, and if you want to access the data, we have to go for the one zone infrequent, the access as well. Then we have Glacier Instant Retrieval, Glacier Flexible Retrieval, Glacier Deep Archive. These three classes are used for more days. See, for 90 days, we can go for instant retrieval. for 90 days, and long-lived archive data go for glacier flexible retrieval. Deep archive 180 days. Okay. So these are storage classes. As of now, I'm choosing standard class to store my data because we have to choose at least one class, where I could able to, store my entire, the data as well, which is the very, very, important as well. Because whatever the data exactly I'm planning to store, I can able to store the particular, the data as well, which is very, very, important as well. Clear participants? Now after that, simply, yeah, checksums and all nothing. Simply upload the data. That's it. See, after uploading the data participants, clearly it is showing that, okay, see, upload succeeded, simply close it and close it. Now you can see one object is uploaded into the Sushmita 8234. Just open this object. So this is a metadata. Owner of the object is there. The owner is like something around unique UID, in which particular region it has been stored. Last modified size is 3.kb. Type PNG key image dot name of the URA resource identifier and ARN Amazon resource name as well, and entity name and object URL. Copy this object URL, go to the new tab, just control V over here. See, you will not get the any kind of output here. Check it here. So participants, can anyone say me that why I'm unable to get the output? Please, any one of you. Why I'm unable to get any output over here? Anyone can please answer in the chat box. Yeah, exactly. It is completely, private as well. So I already said that by default, it is not completely public. So access to these particular objects should be done using only the public access, right? How to make this bucket as a public access? Go to Shushmita 8234. Here we have the permissions. Under this, we have an option called bucket policy. So here we have to upload the bucket public policy so that we can provide the access to the objects that have been stored inside the S3 bucket as well. Simply click on edit option. So we have to edit the policy as well. Already I have a policy which I have copied it. So this is a policy we have control A, control C. Then we have to paste it here. I will explain you this policy. See, these policies are available in the internet. Just go to the internet, type AWS S3 bucket policies. You will be getting the ample of policies as well. So whichever the policy is not comfortable, obviously, we will be, so whichever the policy is applicable to us, we will be using that particular policy as well. Because at the end of the day, which policy you are using, that is very, very, important as well, right? So participants, we can see here, already we have these things. Let me copy this bucket name Shushmita 8234 as well from here. So version in which particular year this bucket was released. So that the policy was made 17/10/2012. Statements, so written in the JSON format actually. So most of the people are aware of that, how we can write the things in the JSON format. SID is the bucket ID. That is the name of the bucket is Sushmita 8234. Effect allow. I am allowing the public access. That's what they have mentioned here. Effect allow. Principal asterisk. Asterisk indicates that whatever the objects you are going to store in future also in this particular bucket, Shushmita 8234, every object you will be getting the access as well. Play participants. Then action S3 dot get object where we can able to get the object as well. So ARN, we have to write the name of the bucket here. That is Shushmita 8234. Here also we have to write the name of the bucket. That is Sushmita 8234. This is the default syntax. ARN means Amazon resource number where we have to provide. Now simply participants, after writing the policy, what we have to do is that we have to save the changes. Now the policy for this bucket has been uploaded. See the version in which all these things. Now I will be going through this link. I will be refreshing this link. See, I have uploaded the link as well. You'll get the output as well. Okay. Let me edit those things. The name of the bucket is correct. Sushmita 8234. Let me recorrect it because let me re-upload the policy one more time. So meanwhile, since I'm the owner of the object, at least I should get the object, output as well, right? So since I'm the owner, where I'm trying to, access this particular object as well, okay. So I will be able to manage them as well because whatever the data that I'm going to store, obviously I'll be getting them, okay. So since the object which we are going to keep it up, I need to get these things as well. Clear? The object is stored in the Glacier Department storage. In order to access it, we must store, restore. Okay, should restore. All right. Sorry, I have chosen the wrong storage class here. Let me go to the properties. Or I will do one thing. I'll try to upload I will delete this object. All right. Now what I will do is that participants, I will be uploading object, one more object here. Okay. So like I will be uploading this object as well. Okay. See the image has been uploaded here. Let me choose the by default the storage classes. Yeah, the standard class I have chosen it. Okay. So after that, simply, upload the data. Yeah. Now uploaded succeeded because I'm the owner of the object. At least I should see the outcome of this particular, object as well. See now it will come participants. Okay, it will come now. Simply open this. Okay, object. See we get the XLR logo. This is the object outcome as well. Okay, so I can see the outcome of the object participants here. So this is the owner access. Then how to get the public access? Go to the permissions. Here we have bucket policy, already have made it. Okay, so simply go to the properties of the object. Okay, objects is there. Simply click on that. You will get one URL. Copy this URL. Now you will get the output. If not, we have to re-upload one more time. So see, I got output. So participants, I'm sharing this public URL. So where you all also can access. Participants, please access the link and let me know whether you are able to access the link or not. Please. I have uploaded the public URL. Okay. Please copy that public URL and let me know whether the link is working or not. Please, everyone. Are you able to access the link, everyone? This is actually the public URL where we can able to see our object. That is, I have shown the logo of XLR. I have uploaded as well. Okay. So this is how participants we can create, the S3 bucket as well, and where we can able to store the data and where we can able to, retrieve the data as well. Please everyone try to access the link. All little. Thank you, participants. Thank you very much. Only one or three to four faculties are responding. So, participants, I request everyone to access the link and check whether the public URL is working or not. Okay. So it is working as per your, I hope everyone checked this as well. Okay. Now, yeah. After this, participants, now leave that. Go to the, after this, we have to go to the, static website URL as well. Okay, but before that, let me show you the concept of versioning. Since it is a public URL, right? So since it is the public, open this, copy this URL, just go to the Google, paste it. You are going to get access. So it is the public access, right? Now, if I remove the policy, what happens, participants? If I remove the policies, obviously, the object cannot be accessed by a public. So before going to show that, let me also show you how to host a static website, like where you can host your static contents and how to create a static website. So what I have did is that I have taken small, piece of code from HTML. So using HTML, I have taken a small code and I have stored that code in my notepad. Okay, and I have saved that file as index.html. Now I am uploading the HTML file inside the storage bucket as an object, and I will try to access that as well. So how to do that, I'm going to show you. Go to properties. Here we have option called static website hosting. Click on edit. So we have to enable the static website hosting. I'm not redirecting request to any object directly for hosting a static website. I am using this bucket. Okay, host a static website. And I have to give the name of the index document as well. That is index.html. That is the name of the document which I am trying to share it as well. So this particular document I'm going to upload inside the S3 bucket and I'm trying to access it as well. Simply save the changes. Participants, you can see here now. I have actually uploaded this, created a static website. Copy this. After copying this, go to the Google, Control V, enter. So participants see why I'm not getting output. Anyone can write in the chat box. Why I'm unable to get the output of the static website. What is the reason behind that? Because this is how we can use static website inside the S3, right? But why I'm not getting the output for this static website? There might be a reason, right? What is the reason for that? Come on, participant. What is the reason behind that? No reason. No, ma'am. See already the bucket is completely public, right? It's not public. Basically, that is not a correct answer. Already the bucket is completely public, but we have to think about one thing. What is that? Participants, the main reason is that we have not uploaded the object, not a specified server. It's not specified server. So basically, we have not uploaded the file, the static website file, which is index.html file. So without uploading, how we can get the output? Obviously, we will not get, right? So yeah, exactly. Source is not available, kind of. Yeah. So where is the source? So come here. The name of the file is index.html. So go to the bucket size. Okay. See, there is no object here. There is no static website, related content. So without uploading, how you will get? So we have to upload as well. Click on upload. We have to search here index.html. So open my file location. Simply after opening my file location, okay. So I have to copy this and even I have to paste it as well. Okay. See, this is the index.html file. Clear, everyone? After that, simply upload the object. That's it. Clear? Uploaded. Now you just go here, just refresh it. You will see the output as well. Clear now? Yes. So it's actually loading as well. So the object is getting loaded. Okay. Since I have uploaded the object, okay, let me close this and come here. Yeah. So we have this index.html. We'll open this index.html file. So this is a URL. We have to see the outcome of this particular, object directly as well. Okay. So it's loading. Still, it's taking time. So we'll do one thing. We'll try to upload once again. So sometimes you will be, facing these kinds of, problems as well. The object, might be not deleted properly, or we are, unable to fetch them properly. In those cases, you can see these things. So let me go to the static website. Yeah. So your bucket versioning is there now. Just, open this link. Yeah, since there is nothing. So index.html. Yes. So simply close it. Now it has to work actually because we have uploaded the correct file. It's loading again the same thing. Okay, the procedure, whatever I have shown you, the same thing. Whatever the static website I have been shown you, it is the same thing as which I have shown as well. Okay, whatever the objects you have been stored. See, this is also the image which we have uploaded as well. Okay, so like that, we can also upload all the things as well because whatever the data is there, we can upload the data as well. Now, after that, I will be showing you one thing very clearly here. Since I have uploaded the bucket policy as well, right? Go to the permissions. Here I'm removing the bucket policy, delete. So participants here will be getting these things deleting as well. Okay. So now let us go to the objects. Now let us open this object, copy this object URL, go to the Google, just control V, enter. See, I got access as well, but see, now I have not got access. Why I have not got the access? Because the object is not now completely public. But still, without giving public policy, how to access? Yes, we have a concept about that. Select this particular object, go to the actions. Here we have option called uh, share with pre-signed URL. So how many minutes the link has to be active? 1 minute only. 1 minute. Create. See, copy this URL, go to Google, just control V, enter. Participants, see, I got output or not? Yes or no? Now, this link will be active only for the 1 minute, right? This link will be active only for the 1 minute as well. After that, it will not be active because this has been taken into the consideration with respect to the time as well. How much time exactly I have? So I will be, utilizing that much, the time as well, right? This is a concept of pre-signed URL. Pre-signed URL is nothing but where we'll be having some fixed URL for this. So it is having a predefined time. Okay. So based upon the predefined time, it will be active that much amount of time. Whenever you want to share some files with your friends, with your colleagues, and everyone, you can use this pre-signed URL where you can upload your resumes and share with the recruitment team where they can access directly from object URL as well from static website. How I have shown you the process, right? So all these things are very, very important as well. All right. So that is something about the object URL. So next you can also change the name of the object during the process. Select this object, go to the actions, rename the object. I'm renaming the object to name of the object. New name of the object is first change. Copy the source settings, save the changes. Now see my object has been changed, but I want to know that how many times this object has undergone the changes. Click on show the versions. See, we can see the versions here. First change 3.7 KB standard class. Okay. So initially, why I have not got the output is that I have chosen the deep archive class. So this class will take more amount of time to retrieve the data. So that's why we are unable to, receive the data. So for the normal usage, directly you can go for the standard classes for storing the data and also for the retrieving the data as well. Clear participants? Hope it is clear to everyone. So that is what exactly, okay. So like that, we can off the versioning as well. Versioning means where we can create the multiple versions of the same object as well, which is the very, very, important as well. Let us check this whether still it is working or still it is taking some time. Yeah, now I have removed the bucket policy. That's why it is getting like that. So if I uploaded the bucket policy, obviously, it will work very fine without any problems. Clear participants. So these are something that we're able to understand as well, whatever you have here. So the bucket I have created, I have shown you the process of uploading the objects inside the bucket. I have shown how to create a static website. This is a procedure. So a static website, we have to create it, okay? And we can also disable it whenever there is no requirement as well. So like this, after creating, we can manage, even we can get the more amount of, the benefits and the advantages as well, which is the very, very, important as well. Okay. Clear, everyone. So that is very important. Okay. This is what, where we can able to, like create the buckets and, upload the objects inside the particular, I can say that bucket as well. Whatever the benefits is there, we can update them. Even we can able to manage them as well. Hope it is clear to, everyone as well. So these are the objects, metadata, properties, permissions, and all these things. Now we can also, create the lifecycle rules, but there is no use of it. So this is a standard procedure participants how to create objects inside the S3 bucket and how to create the static websites as well. Even that is also very, very, the important as well. Hope it is clear to, every one of you, right? So participants, this is a standard procedure. How to delete, even that is also important. Go to the buckets. Here we have the bucket called, Shushmita 8234, right? Just come here. Yeah. Now, sorry, come back. So here we have Shushmita 34. First of all, before deleting the bucket, we have to empty the bucket. Then only you can able to delete the bucket name permanently. So simply empty it. Okay. So like that, the bucket is empty now. So when the bucket is empty, then obviously you're not able to see anything over here, right? Now here, after that, exit. Now the bucket can be deleted directly. Without emptying the bucket, it's not possible. We have to empty the bucket. See, Shushmita 8234. So I have deleted this particular bucket as. Hope it is clear to you. So this is what exactly participants that the creation of S3 bucket and where we can able to store the data, retrieve the data, and I have shown you how to create a static website using the properties of static website. So in my case here it's taking some time to load it. Otherwise in your case just we have to upload the file with the name and after uploading that file you can able to access the resources as well, which is the very, very important as well. Hope it is clear to all. So this is what exactly what I want to convey to everyone as well. Clear participants. So the next one is that okay, we have a service called AWS EC2 as well. Okay, so EC2 is Elastic Compute Cloud. So using this EC2, how to create a virtual servers, okay, and how to create a Linux and the Windows server. I'm going to show you today, so that we can able to see the process very clearly as well. So let me show you the process now. So let me share the screen. As participants, the next service which we are going to discuss is AWS EC2. The EC2 service is mainly useful for us, like whenever whenever we are supposed to use Linux servers, or whenever we are supposed to use these things. Okay, so we'll able to understand all these particular the parameters as well. So what is exactly the EC2? So let us see some more discussion on the same topic so that we can able to create a virtual servers of both Linux and the Windows as well in the next coming so, hour. So what is exactly EC2? As we know that EC2 is completely a service, Elastic Compute Cloud. Think of it as renting a computer in the cloud instead of buying your own physical server. You're not able to buy your own physical server. Whenever you want to buy a virtual servers, so obviously the best one is that you can go for the EC2, where we can able to create it and where we can able to manage it as well. So this is what exactly the EC2 stands for, Elastic Compute Cloud. Think of it as a renting computer in the cloud. Okay, like whenever you want to take virtual resources, you can take it, you can use it, and even you can able to manage them. So just like you can rent a car when you need it instead of buying one, EC2 lets you rent a computing power, like creating the virtual servers, virtual operating systems, creating the required servers on the place as well. So like that we can manage the things, even we can get the more number of the benefits as well. That is what I'm saying that. So why to use the EC2? So EC2 just saves the money, gives you the flexibility, and lets you start or stop servers anytime without owing the hardware as well. So EC2 is a kind of service. Using this particular service, we can actually create a virtual servers based upon the customer requirement. What is exactly customer requirement? So customer can go for any kind of EC2 servers. Technically, we call as instance here. In EC2, we are going to name the server as an instance. Okay. So whatever the instance, whether Linux instance, Windows instance, Mac instance, Ubuntu, so whichever the instance we are comfortable, we'll be going through that. Whatever the business requirement is there, we'll be going through that as well. So that is what they have been said here. Okay, the next slide, which we are supposed to go it up. Yeah. So what does EC2 provide? So virtual servers, I have provided very clearly. So EC2 is mainly used for providing the virtual servers, computing power as well. Like it will provide you CPU, like how much processing power you require, that will be provided, and a memory as well. You need based upon your task. So which particular processor you want to choose, that will be completely depend upon your needs as well. Storage and networking, store your files and data plus connect your servers to the internet securely as well. So all of these resources work together to create complete computing environment. So whatever the environment, so which you are looking for, obviously we can get this particular environment, and even we can able to manage them as well. How easy to works, simple steps. First of all, we have to launch a server. So whether you want a Linux or the Windows, then we have to do the configurations like settings of that. So if you want to install your own softwares, upload the files and run your applications just like a regular computer, you can also upload them directly. Like Simply above the EC2 instance, you can upload a code and you can also run as a server. Like how you are running the HTML code, you can also run the HTML code on the EC2, and we can run the our own applications as well. So after doing your work, you can stop or terminate the instance. See, I have a small, PPT like diagram as well. So I have bought a small diagram so that you'll able to see this is a instance life cycle. Yeah, this is the instance life cycle we have. So we can see this particular state, we have all these things as well. What about the states as well we have? So running state is there. Whenever I'm going to launch my server, it will be in the pending state because the resources are not allocated to this particular, the server as well. That's why they are in the pending state as well. After pending state, the servers will be coming to the running state as well. When the server is a running state, either we can reboot the server, or either we can stop the server, or either we can shut down the server. Means when my computer is running, like real-time computer, so I can also restart my computer, right? I can also, stop my computer, sleep. I can also terminate my computer. The similar options also applicable here. So the EC2, mainly the server is useful for creating the virtual, the servers as well. So that is what they have been mentioned here. So EC2 instance already I said very clearly, these are the types. So yeah, we have basically different types as well. General purpose. General purpose instance means which is going to balance the performance. Okay. Like it is a good mix of computing, memory and networking. Perfect for websites, small databases and learning as well. So, general purpose instance means it's a normal computer where we are not going to create a supercomputer. It's a normal computer where we can able to launch under this general purpose. We have T2 micro, T3 medium. These are the examples of general purpose instances. While doing the practical, you will be not a, you are see you will be seeing only this particular names like T2 micro and T3 medium as well. You will be seeing only these particular names and you will be not seeing the general purpose. So that's why compute optimized. Whenever you want more extra processing power, you are supposed to go for the this compute optimized C5 large, C6 large. Okay, so whenever you are having heavy calculations for your applications, in those cases you can go for the this particular instance as well, that is compute optimized instance as well. And we have memory optimized as well. So the memory optimized instance is nothing but simply, okay, lots of RAM. Okay, so it is perfect for applications that need to be processed large amounts of data in the memory, like big databases. You have an application, it requires more memory to process the workloads. So such kind of workloads will be best suitable on the memory optimized instance. So while doing the practical, we have to select a particular instance that is suitable for my workload. Whatever the instance that is suitable for my workload, I will be choosing that particular, instance as well. Whether it is a general purpose instance, whether it is a compute optimized instance, whether it is a memory optimized instance, whatever the instance is there, I will be going through that and I will be managing through that as well. So this is actually the types of, EC2 instances as well. So where we can able to, manage them very clearly. Next, AWS manages. What AWS will manage, what customer will manage. So AWS will manage the physical servers and the hardware. So data center security and cooling as well. Network infrastructure is completely managed by AWS platform. And even the virtualization layer also completely managed by the AWS data center. And you will be responsible for managing the applications and data, the operating system updates, security settings, and all these things. Installing software, whatever the software you want, you can also install that application over the particular systems directly if you are installing the Windows software. So you can install the applications directly how you install in the regular Windows OS. In the similar fashion, you can install the OS here as well. Okay. And after that, website hosting. So even we can run your website or blog on EC2 servers, like where we can handle the traffic spikes easily by adding more servers when needed as well, using Azure like AWS load balancer, where we can add the more number of servers for this. So we use this EC2 mainly for website hosting as well, application server hosting, testing and learning also for data processing. For analyzing the large data sets, we want more computing power. So whenever we want more computing power, we will be going through the EC2 instance as well. Advantages and limitations as well. Scalable, we know that whatever the resources we want, we can scale them. Pay as per the use and flexible. Limitations, cost control. Obviously, we'll be controlling the cost as well. The management responsibilities as well. You must handle the security updates, backups, and the maintenance because if you're not securing your server, obviously it will be accessed by everyone. Okay, and the learning curve. It will take some time to understand all the options, configurations that we are providing to the EC2 Windows as well, Linux or Windows, whatever it might be. So sometimes it will take more time to manage this particular the things as well. So the summary and overview, we can see that. Simply, if I ask you what is the EC2, EC2 is all about, EC2 is Amazon service for renting virtual, computers in the cloud, giving you computing power without owning the physical servers. You are not supposed to create participants any kind of, server over here. uh, you will be able to get the virtual servers from cloud provider, and where you can able to manage them very clearly as well, because whatever the servers exactly you are requesting, that particular virtual servers will be provided by the cloud provider. Hope it is clear to everyone. Now participants, okay, there are three questions. Please answer those three questions. What does EC2 stands for and what is the main purpose? Name two types of EC2 instances and explain when you would use each. Explain the difference between what AWS manages and what you manage in the EC2. So I request everyone to give at least the two answers in the chat box, please, everyone. I request everyone to please, go through this, three questions, because, we have to understand exactly what exactly the EC2, okay, and how this EC2 is going to work, okay, and when would we use this each as well. So that is very, very important as well, because we have to understand in some situations, okay, like which instance is suitable for us. We have to understand that. So what does EC2 stands for and what is the main purpose also? Please write in the chat box, because there is a huge purpose for this particular server as well. Yeah, Deepika ma'am. So it will be used for creating a virtual servers. So Chetan sir, resizable virtual servers. Yeah, all these things as well. Yes. Meanwhile, I request participants to write the answers in the chat box. So meanwhile, we'll have the break of 10 minutes and we'll be continuing at 4:10. So meanwhile, write the answers in the chat box, everyone, please. Yes, yes. So hopefully, yes, participants, we are on the small, short break of 10 minutes. So welcome back, everyone. So participants, as I can see the responses, a couple of responses in the chat box. AWS Manager Services, Application Infrastructure, Security. Excellent. So a couple of participants, have given the responses. All right. So, participants, now without wasting the time, let's create like how we can create a Linux server and how we can create a Windows server as well. Without wasting the time, let's focus on creating the both the servers as well. Let me share my screen quickly. All right. So here I have my particular servers as well as this is a screen that where from EC2 service we can actually create a virtual the servers as well. Using this particular service only we can manage the things, okay. And yeah, now let us create the servers, okay, and here we can launch the instance as well. So click on launch instance. So here participants, first I'm trying to show you how we can launch the the Linux server as well. So you can give any name over here, whatever the name you're comfortable, you can give any one of the name as well. So I'm giving the name as simply, Linux server 123. So before going to that, let us do Windows first because Windows will take less time compared to Linux. So Windows server, I'm trying to show it, and I'm trying to show also how we can mount the extra storage to the Windows the storage as well. So next we have, this is the name of the instance which we have been created, like whatever the server exactly we want, we will be creating that particular the server as well. Now, participants, here one thing you need to take care of, here, that is AMI. So AMI is a kind of template which we generally use for creating the operating systems as well. Like for example, the AMI contains the operating system, the application server, applications for your instances. So whenever I use the suitable AMI for my machine, so it simply says that I'm going to use that particular configurations as well. So that is what I'm saying, that I'm using this, AMI. So AMI is nothing but Amazon Machine Image. It's a kind of template. So based upon the required server, we'll be creating that particular template as well. Hope it is clear to all. So application, the OS images. I want Windows system, so I'll be going for the Windows server. Hope it is clear to everyone. So after that, here we have to select a configuration, which particular configuration we want. Here we have various configurations as well. Like we have Windows Server 2025 base, 2025 and 2022 base and core base. I'm selecting 2022 base because if I select 2025, it's taking more time. Let's go for the 2022 base as well. You can select any configuration. It works for all the things, but the timing only matters here. So some servers will take more time to launch. Some servers will take very fast to launch as well. So I'm taking Windows Server 2022 base for my Windows Server as well. 64-bit I'm going to take it here. Instance type, whether I want T3 micro, as I said, T3 micro comes under T3 micro general purpose as well, because we are going to have the general purpose instance. We are going to choose that. So this T3 micro comes under the category of general purpose as well. See, two virtual CPUs will be allocated to this, and 1 GB memory will be allocated to this. But if you want more than 1 GB memory, you can choose any instance as well. See, we have 16 GB memory, we have 21 GB memory, we have 8 GB memory, we have 32 GB memory. See, we have 192 GB RAM as well. The more you choose, more billing will be generated. Clear? So I am choosing the instance for my server, which is T3 micro as well. Okay. And whatever the server I want, I will be selecting that. After that, key pair. So key pair is nothing but kind of, two keys, that is public key and private key, like how you access your servers, how you authenticate yourself using the password. So here we are going to authenticate using the concept of private key. So public key, private key. If I talk about email ID and password, email ID will be the public key and the password will be the private key as well. In the similar fashion, it will also manage as well. Like you can use a key pair to securely connect your instance, ensure that you have access to selected key pair before you launch a particular, the instances as well. So create a new key pair as well. Name of the pair is, that is, we have here key T678. You can give any name. So we have to choose the algorithm. So we are choosing RSA algorithm for encrypting the keys because our keys are very secure. So we are requesting the service provider to provide a secure key to us. So that is RSA algorithm will be used, which is security algorithm. So encrypted private and the public key pair, it will encrypt the key that we are going to create. Private key file format, which format you want. See, .pem, .pbk, both are having the same meaning almost. But only the difference is that if you download .pem, we have to convert to .pbk. So that is only the things. So since we are on the Windows platform, we can directly connect to the Windows server using remote desktop protocol. Currently, I'm on the Windows platform. So, and I'm also connecting to the Windows server remotely. So no need to, any kind of secure shell. So that's why I'm going for the, .pem as well directly. Okay. .pem, .pbk, both are private key file formats. Whichever the format you choose, you can go further. For Windows, we can choose .pem. For Linux and all these things, we can choose .pbk as well. Simply create key pair. Now, see one key file has been downloaded here. See one key. The key which is downloaded on my laptop, anyone can say me in the chat box. What is the key that has been downloaded on my laptop, public or private key? Participants. Which key has been downloaded on my laptop, public key or private key? What is the key that has been downloaded on my laptop now? Any one of you, please. Participants, I think now you can hear me, right? So if you can hear, so let me know that, what I have downloaded one key on my, particular, place. So can anyone say me that, what is the key that has been downloaded? The key which I have downloaded is obviously private key. Why? Because whenever I'm trying to launch a server, yeah, exactly, sir. Exactly, ma'am. So it's a private key. The reason is that when we are trying to launch a server, we want to be authenticated. For authentication, we have to upload the password. Instead of uploading the password, I am uploading the private key. The key can be decrypted. Exactly, ma'am. Exactly, Asma, ma'am. So private key for decrypt. Exactly. So after decrypting, we'll get the password. So we have to copy that password to get access to the server. Thank you, ma'am. So this is a way. So after the key connection, by default, whatever the virtual private cloud network is there, so we can go to that, these things as well. Subnet, no preference will be there, and where we are trying to create the security groups for the same thing, and we are allowing the RDP traffic from anywhere. See, create security groups means kind of firewalls. We know that we want to secure our servers as well, right? To secure our servers, we want a firewalls that is, allow the RDP traffic from anywhere, and also allowing the HTTPS traffic from the internet, and also allowing the HTTP traffic as well. Now my server is allowed at all the places. RDP means remote desktop. HTTPS, you already aware of this protocol. HTTP less than this secure. So anywhere custom my IP. Who can access this? So from anywhere means through internet I can able to access this server. I can connect to the internet also. I can manage them. Okay. Now after that participants simply launch the instance. So I have allowed all the settings as well. So this is the way how I can able to manage them. Simply I can launch the instance. After launching the instance now, here I can see the properties of the instance as well, because whatever the properties is there, we can see about the instance. Now I have clicked this instance, so we can see the Windows server state. The state of the Windows is running state. What is the state of the Windows? The running state. Now my server is running. The instance ID is there. Instance state is being given. So what is the type of the instance? T3 micro, which is general purpose instance. Is there any alarms that are beyond to this EC2? Availability zone, in which particular availability zone my server has been downloaded. I can see all these things as well. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's very important. So after that public IP for DNS and all these things, the settings of this particular server. When you come down, you can see the settings, the details, the instance ID, what is the public IP address, private IP address, the state of the server, and status and alarms. Okay, so no initialization of alarms, monitoring. We can also see the graphs over here. Still the graphs will not start because it will take 5 minutes. See, no data available. The graph will show actually after 5 minutes of initializing. The graph data can be seen after 5 minutes as well. Okay. The security related parameters, IAM role, owner ID as well. Okay. Security groups or the firewalls that has been attached to this particular server. Networking part, we can see VPC ID, virtual private cloud ID, subnet ID, in which particular zone my server has been downloaded. So all the settings we can see here. Storage, what kind of storage attached to this root device. So we can see all the things as well. Because see, you are simply creating a kind of virtual computer. When you create a kind of virtual computer, you have to provide all the the settings as well. That is what exactly they have been given. Simply I'm going to refresh it. So this is the Windows Server, instance ID, instance state, running state, instant MD3 micro status checks is also there. So all these things are very, very, the important as well, right? Now I'm just refreshing these things. Okay. So when I refresh, my status checks, either it will be 2 by 2, see 3 by 3. So status checks indicates that whatever the settings that we have been given, all are correct. Simply see under the instance state, we have three states. Stop the instance, reboot the instance, terminate the instance. Whichever the option is actually suitable for you, you will be going through that particular option. You'll be choosing. Stop means suddenly we can stop so that we can restart. Reboot, restarting the instance. Terminate, we can delete the instance permanently. Now I have to connect to this instance. What is the procedure for that? The procedure to connect to my instance is click on connect option. So here we have a RDP client. Okay, we have here like RDP client as well. So when I have RDP client here, I have to click on download remote desktop file. So see, one file has been downloaded here, which is remote desktop file, because whenever we want to connect to the remote server, so we want a particular file. Since I am on the Windows, it is very easy for me to connect to the Windows server using RDP, remote desktop protocol. So now to connect to that server, I want a password for that. Click on get password. To get password, I have to upload the private key file that I have downloaded on my laptop. Upload the private key file. Go here, just upload this, simply open. See, this is a private key file. So I have to decrypt this file to get the password for my Windows server. Simply decrypt the password. So here I got the password. See, copy this password, go to the downloads, open the Windows server, open the Windows server. So when you open the Windows server, you will get option called connect. So simply I'm connecting to the instance as well. Simply I have to give Control V. Okay. Okay. So simply yes button. Now you will be connected to the Windows, the server as well. Okay. Like directly we will be launching the Windows server if all the settings, whatever we have given correct. So it will be opening directly the Windows server as well. Okay. So this is a procedure participants where we can able to create the Windows server and how we can work. The moment Windows server has been created, I will be checking whether this is server has been connected to the internet or not. Okay, by opening the browsers. I will also show you the procedure how to mount the extra storage, extra volume to the Windows server. So in the real time, what is the application of this? So many of the companies, what they are doing, so instead of managing their business on the on premises, okay, so they are managing their workloads on the virtual machines. So this is a AWS virtual machine that we have been created under the AWS infrastructure. So many of the companies like IBM has their own virtual machines. So the people are directly working on the virtual machines. You can download the software from the internet. You can download over here. You can manage them. So whatever the things you want, obviously you'll be going through there. You'll be managing as well. So that is what exactly participants which I want to convey you people as well. Okay. So this is a network as well. Okay. Yes. So simply, refresh it. Okay. Now what I will do is that I will create one folder here, test folder on my desktop. This is the remote desktop. Okay. This is the desktop I have created. Let me go to the directory and check whether the folder has been updated or not. Okay. Desktop is there. Yes, the folder has been created. There is no error. Let me see the format options. Okay. Create and format hard disk. Okay. So here we have this create and format, hard disk. Just, let me open that. Participants, if you can see here, if you can see here, we have only one hard disk which is available over here, which is of 30 GB. Okay. Now, the main thing is that we want to mount the extra storage for this particular Windows server. We want to mount the extra storage for this particular server. How to mount it? That is important. To mount the extra storage, just minimize this. Go to the settings, go to the instances. So, participants, I have a small question. I am planning to mount the extra storage to this particular server. Whenever I want to mount the extra storage, extra volume to this server, do I need to mount the volume in the same zone, or is it also possible to mount the volume in the different availability zone? Currently, this server is located in the AP South 1B zone. So, do I need to create, or do it is compulsory to create the volume also in the same zone? Semi participants, is it compulsory to create the volume, extra volume for my server in the same 1B zone, or not required? We can create anywhere. So write the answers in the chat box. Meanwhile, I will be showing you how to create the volume. So here we have the volumes. Okay, go to the volumes. So here we have to create the extra volume. We have to create the extra volume. So general purpose, which is a volume type. So I want the size of 16 GB extra storage, extra volume for my Windows server. So I'm adding that. So 3000 input output operations per second, throughput 125 megabytes per second. Okay, and all the remaining things keep as it is, tags, snapshot, summary, encryption, no need to encrypt this volume. Simply create the volume. Now, participants, after creating the volume of 16 GB, okay, after creating the volume, how much GB? Refresh it. After creating the volume of 16 GB, we have to attach that volume to the server app. Select the 16 GB actions, attach volume. Now, why I have created the volume? Because I need to attach the volume to the Windows server. That's the reason that where I have been, created the extra volume, creating. So for, just refresh it, we have to select this volume as well. So instance is not showing means we have selected the wrong, availability zone. Sorry for that. So it has been created in the 1B. See, the reason that why I have shown you that is that hence it is not possible to create the volume in the different zone. Wherever the server has been created in the same place, the zone has to be attached. If I'm creating my server in the 1B, the extra volume, whatever you are attaching to the server, also need to be created in the 1B only. So go to the volumes here. Under the volumes, we have to create the volumes. Okay. So here, what I will do is that just select the 16 GB volume. Okay, and actions. Is there any options to change? Yes. Simply what I will do is that modify the volume. Yeah. So here I can choose the only it is giving the option to modify the volume. So what I will do is that delete this volume as well. Okay. Now freshly participants, I will be creating extra volume of 16 GB. Just so the zone should be 1B. Why the zone should be 1B? Because my server have been created in the 1B zone. So that's why I have been gone through this 1B zone. Simply create the volume. So after creating participants, this 1B zone, now I have to attach to server, select the 16 GB. Okay, this one. Now attach to the server, attach volume. So to the Windows server. See, now it is showing. Earlier it has not shown. Why earlier it has been not shown? Because earlier what had happened is that in the earlier time, the server was, attached, server was, created in one region, and I am trying to attach the extra volume in the other region. So device name, you can give any name, XVDF or something. Okay. So whatever the name you want to provide, you can provide as well. Exactly, Deepika ma'am. Attach the volume as well. Attach the volume as well. Now I have attached the volume for my server. So how to check that volume was updated or not? Just go to the remote desktop. See, one more disk has been come up here. The new disk or the new volume has been come up here, which is 16 GB. Just initialize the disk. Okay. Make it new simple volume. Next, finish. That's it. Participants, now your new hard disk is ready. Go to this PC. See, new volume is ready. Hope it is clear to everyone. So this is the process, participants, how to launch Windows Server and how to check whether it is working or not, how to mount the extra storage to the Windows Server. This is a procedure basically we use generally for implementing the Windows servers in the real time. So now opening the internet, checking whether internet is working properly or not. So let us check that. Yeah. So what we'll do is that start with your data. Okay, I'm checking basically whether my browser has been connected to the internet or not. So confirm and continue the same things. Continue without your Google data. Confirm and start browsing as well. All right. So here, what we can do is that participants, what we can do is that okay, go to the next option. Finish. See, basically, whatever the option you choose generally, it will affect. See, I'm trying to open the Flipkart. So if I'm able to open the Flipkart, it means my remote server is running very fine without any problems. Okay. I'm trying to open this. Yes. Participants, finally, the Flipkart application is trying to open successfully without any kind of, the problems as well. Right. So it means it is working completely fine. There is no problem as well. Okay. And my server is running completely better. So today we have seen total three things: how to create S3 bucket, how to store the data, and the static website. Even I have shown you how to launch the Windows server now. So how to work on that. Okay. Now the next thing I will be showing you how to create a Linux server. Till now I have seen that how we can manage this. Just close this tab. Okay. Just close the internet and come back. Simply close this. Okay. Yeah. Now come to the dashboard. So here we have which server? Here we have the server of the Windows server is being present here. The Windows server is going to have. So the moment we are going to have the Windows server, so we have to check the monitoring of that. Now the graphs will update at participants. See, the graph will be updated here. See, this is the monitoring graph or monitoring tool. There is a small spike in the percentage of CPU utilization since I'm started working on the server. So after every 5 minutes, the server keeps on updating as well. Now, the moment your work is done, you have to terminate the instance. Simply terminate the instance. Okay. Now I'm showing you the procedure how to launch a Linux server and how to launch a Apache web server on the Linux server. How to launch Apache web server on the Linux server. How to run the applications on the Linux server. I'm going to show you now. Like how to create a static website, how to run the same thing. So here I'm giving the name of the server, which is Linux server 123. You can give any name, whatever the name you're comfortable. You can give any name. Linux server 123. I have given whatever the name is there. We can manage those things as well. After that, we have to select the Amazon Linux virtual machine for creating the virtual servers. So this is a configuration 2023 machine. I'm selecting kernel 6.1 AMI. So whatever the configuration you want, you can select that 64-bit into 86 instruction set. Instance type. So we will be selecting T3 micro as it is, like two virtual CPUs I required for a machine and 1 GB memory also required for my machine. So whatever the machine I have, I will be selecting that and I will be managing that. Participants, once again, I'm saying that you can select any instance types. There is no, such rule that always we have to select only one particular instance. You can select any kind of instance as well that we are supposed to, manage it up as well. Hope it is clear to, everyone as well. So whatever the instance is there, obviously you'll be selecting that. Even you can able to manage that as well. So key pair is the T3 micro family, T3 to virtual CPUs, 1 GB memory is there. All these things as well. Key pair, you can use a key pair to securely connect your instance. Ensure that you have access to selected keypad before you launch particular instance. So obviously I said that for the Linux also we have to use the keys pair as well to get access to the instances as well. Okay. So after that participants, now we have this key pair name. The name of the key pair is FORTY. Okay, this is the name of the key, and key pair type is RSA and ED. So after creating the key pair, we have to encrypt the key pair. So key is very important to get access to the server. So private key file format, whichever the format we are using, we have to update that. So I'm using .ppk for my Linux instance. Okay, like this very, very important. Exactly, Deepika ma'am, thank you. So we have to use ppk file for the Linux. Simply create the key pair. The moment you create the keypad, the pay key will be downloaded on my laptop. Now, as it is the default VPC, default subnet, and by default the security group, the firewall for my server. And here we are allowing SSH traffic. Earlier for the Windows, we have allowed the RTP traffic, but we are allowing which traffic? SSH traffic, where we can able to access from anywhere as well. So that is what exactly participants where we have to understand them. Okay, so I am allowing SSH traffic from anywhere, allowing the HTTPS traffic from the internet, and also allowing the HTTP traffic from the internet as well. So whatever the traffic is there, obviously we can able to allow that particular traffic so that we can able to get the more benefits as well. So here anywhere is there. Okay, so here we are having the anywhere through which we can able to manage, we can able to get as well. Okay, so we are allowing the SSH traffic from anywhere, allowing the HTTPS traffic from the internet, and also allowing the HTTP traffic from the internet as well. Okay, simply the procedure launch the instance. After launching the Linux server, we have to connect to the instance as well. Okay, so whatever the instance is there, we'll try to connect to the instance. Go to the instances. When you go to the instances participants, okay, just you can see that. Okay, just refresh it. So this is server we have. Okay, so these are the details of the server as it is the Linux server. State is running state. Okay, and the type is state 3 micro. Status checks are still initialized. We are now this Linux server has been created in the zone 1A of Mumbai region. Okay, zone 1A of Mumbai region, Asia Pacific region, Mumbai zone. So inside that we are going to use it as a AP South 1A as well. Okay, now the point is that this particular server has been created. Okay, so after creating this particular server, now I need to connect to this as it is all the settings like public IP, private IP, all the things are available over here. Okay, now the point is that the status checks has to initialize to 2 by 2, either 3 by 3 checks as well, so it has been initializing as well. Okay, now you can see here the server is still initialized, we have to wait for that. See, monitoring also the graphs, see the public IP. Select this public IP, go to Google, just paste this public IP, enter. So participants kindly see that why I'm unable to get the output here. Any one of you, please. Why I'm not get this site cannot be reached. Can anyone say me that why I'm unable to get the output here, please? Everyone. There might be some reason as well, right? So what is the reason behind that? Why I am unable to get the output of this particular, the file as well. What is the reason behind that? What could be the possible reason behind that? Why I'm not able to run this server? Mallikarjun sir is saying, oh yes. Okay, what else? Participants, please. What is the problem over here that the role or the permission? Definitely not, sir. Anything else which you're supposed to give the answers over here? Server is not running exactly, sir. Exactly, Chetan, sir. But there is one quite reason, specific reason for this. Participants, I have created the not decrypted the key or no private key. Exactly not, ma'am. Think one thing logically. I have created the web server. Sorry, the Linux server. Did I create the web server on Linux server? Say so no. I have created Yes, yes, exactly, Asma ma'am and Deepika ma'am. Hosting is not done yet, exactly. So without hosting, how a web server can run, right? Point or not? So that point to be noted here. So that is what I'm saying, that here the server is running, but the problem is that the web server is not running over the Linux server. To run the web server on the Linux server, I have to create with the help of commands, where I will be writing some commands after connecting so that my web server could be created and I can customize as per that as well. Okay. So we have few commands for that. So where we'll be, opening that commands and we'll be trying to, write over there as well. Okay. So that is what I'm saying that. So we have various commands as well. Okay, like we have sudo command for this where we try to update the things as well, where we try to manage the things. Let me connect the instance now. Let me refresh it, whether this server has been created or not. Participants 3 by 3 checks has been passed here. Now what I will do is that I will connect the server as well. Simply click on connect. So click on connect option. So here I have the option called connect. See, when I click on connect, now I'm connecting to the this private connection. This is actual private connection in my system. So you can also go for the public connection by downloading the putty software. So by using the putty software, here you can copy your public IP address and you have to upload your public key, which has been downloaded on your laptop. Then after authentication, you will get access publicly as well. So this is private connection. First, I will be, writing my host name. What is the name of the host? So the name of the host is my private IP address. I will be also checking the uptime of my machine. So on the load average of 0.05, 0.01, these are the trends as well. Okay. After that participants, I will be trying to create directories on my Linux server, mkdir t1, mkdir t2 on the Linux server. I'm using ls command to list the directories. So it has been listed. Participants, it clearly indicates that my Linux server is running fine. But what about this thing? So this server is not running. I have to make this server to run as well. For this, we have various commands as well. Okay. So we will be writing that commands as well. For this, we have to write sudo, okay, sudo yum, okay, update hyphen y we can read directly. When you write that, what happens is that it will run the when what is the exact meaning of sudo? The exact meaning of sudo is that whatever the commands you write, it will run with the administration. That is root privileges as well. I hope everyone is aware of that. When I write the M is kind of basically a package as well. It's a package manager in the Red Hat Linux. So we are going to update all the packages as well. Okay. So the purpose of this particular command is that it will keep the system, the more secure as well, because we are updating to the recent, updates as well. After updating that, I have to write the command sudo sudo install sudo install httpd, okay, sudo install httpd, okay, hyphen y. So what I'm doing here, I am trying to install the HTTPD server as well, because which is very, very, important as well. Like here, we are installing a new package, that is server. So HTTPD is actually Apache HTTP, server package. Okay. So hyphen y I'm writing here because automatically it will confirm the installation. Enter. Okay. So what I did, I did a small mistake here. Invert option hyphen y. Okay. So rather than writing that, I will, yeah, sudo yum I can write sudo yum install httpd hyphen y. Now it will work. Okay. See guys, now the server has been created. So it will create the server as well. Okay. So yes. So simply close this. Okay, participants. So here, after this, what we have to write? After, after installing that, we have to, start that event. Okay. So for that, we have command called sudo system ctl. Okay. Sudo systemctl start the server. Start httpd as well. When I write this now, my server will be started as well. Okay, it will start the Apache web server immediately after writing this particular the command as well. So participants, after this, I will be doing that enabling as well. So sudo systemctl enable httpd as well. Okay, rather than writing this, okay. So I will be writing enable. Okay, sudo systemctl enable httpd as well. So it will start automatically whenever the system reboots as well. Simply delete this. Okay, so after this, simply enter. Participants, now your system will work fine. Okay, just go here, just refresh this. See, you got the output. It works. Participants, everybody try to access the link and check the output whether you're getting or not. Clear? So participants, this is actually the concept of Linux server that where we have it created as well on this the Windows sorry on this AWS platform as well. Okay, participants, anybody can confirm the please whether the link is working or not. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Participants, I have a small doubt here. Can I change the content of this web page? Yes. Can I change the content of this web page? Any one of you, please? Can I change the web content of this particular server? Is it possible, participants? Is it possible to change the content of this? Not possible or possible? I want to get the responses from. Okay, Jiami is saying yes. Asma ma'am is saying might be so. Okay, ma'am. Yes. Participants, since the web page, this is a web page content, like how while you are building the HTML pages, I can change my HTML page content. So for this, what I will do is that I have to change the directory, okay, to the default document root. Okay. So for that, we have a command like go here, okay, go here, simply close this. CD, like I'm writing the command here. I'm changing the directory to cd space, okay, slash web slash, okay. After that, we have www slash html. Okay, I'm changing the directory as well. After changing the directory, so I have to create a editor, nano kind of editor where I can write the HTML code directly over there. For that, participants, we have a command. The name of the command is basically sudo nano as well. Okay, name of the command is what, participants? It's a sudo nano command as well. Okay, directly I can write sudo nano, okay, index.html. So why I'm creating sudo nano index.html? Because I want to create a file called I want to edit a file called index.html. Enter. See, after entering, participants, an editor has been opened here. Editor has been opened here. So I will write a basic HTML code here. Okay, HTML. Enter. So open the body tag, body. Simple code I can write. So I can open the H1 here. Okay, I am running Apache web server on my Linux server. Just close the tag slash h1. Just close it slash body tag. After that, just close the HTML tag slash HTML. So after writing this particular code, participants, you can simply save it by using Control S. You can simply come out of this editor by using Control X. Now, participants, you can see the changes here. The content will be changed. I am running Apache web server on my Linux server. Like this, you can deploy the applications also. Like you can deploy the things over here where you can able to manage as well. So participants, now again I'm sharing the link. Everyone, please try to access the link and try to check whether the link has been updated or not. Please, everyone. Are you able to see the updated content? Are you able to see the updated content, whatever the content I have updated on my, the Linux server as well? Please, everyone, participants. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Exactly. Thank you everyone. Thank you participants. Thank you so much. So participants, this is a way that where I can create the Linux server. Okay. So the Linux server, and I have shown you very clearly the process of how to create the Apache web server on the Linux server as well, which is very the important as well. Now coming to this instances participants. So just close this, just refresh it. Now you can see the monitoring graph. The graph will change now because the CPU is running very fast as well. These graphs will update. See now, this is the CPU utilization percentage. Simply EC2 means what? The CPU utilization as well. Okay, so this is what we can see the improvement in the what you can say that the message the utilization as well. How much percentage? That is 2.49 in between 3.32 exactly. You can see here. Okay, you can see here exactly the Linux server CPU utilization, the graphs as well. Clear participants? From this, we can understand all the things that we are supposed to, access and where we can able to manage it as well. Hope it is clear to, everyone as well. So participants, today we have seen three things: how to create S3 practical and S3 bucket practical, how to create the Linux server, how to create the Windows server. In tomorrow's session, I will be showing you total 5 to 6 practicals comprising this, all the cloud concepts quickly, so that all the faculty members will get the clear understanding of how today I have shown you how the computing service is going to work, and also I have shown you how this storage service is going to work. Tomorrow we can see the differences between the SQL database and NoSQL database, how to create the temporary user on the AWS. Since now the AWS account is mine, so if I want to share access to someone, so I have to create the temporary account as well. So how to create the temporary account also I will be seeing over here. Okay, that is IAM user, and I will also show you tomorrow how to create a chatbot, simple chatbot, so we can give the response temporarily without validation. And if possible, I will also show you some machine learning services as well, if the time permits actually. Okay. So this is something about participants about the EC2 as well. So let me quickly explain you the concept of the root user and the concept of IAM user as well, so that you all people will able to get the clear understanding about the same thing. Let me open paint screen, and let me make you able to understand about the concept of IAM as well. Okay, what is IAM and how this IAM will work? Let me make you to understand. So participants, in AWS we know that in AWS we have a concept called what you can say that in AWS we have a concept called IAM as well. So what is this IAM? IAM means simply I stands for identity, A stands for access, M stands for management. So we have to identify the people and to provide them access and to manage them very clearly. Whenever I'm going to create my AWS account, whenever I'm going to create my AWS account from originally by me, so I will be called as root user. Who is the root user? The root user is the one who is the owner of the the object as well. The root user is the one who is the owner of the the object as well, the account as well. The root user has a complete privileges where he can manage everything on the AWS the platform as well, because whatever the things exactly he want, he can manage everything over there. He can also get them as well. So this is the root user. Now, for example, if your colleague is asking to provide the account details, basically you have to provide the user ID and the password as well. So when you provide like this, your friends or your colleagues, they can misuse. They access all the services which are available over the internet, and they can also misuse the account as well. Okay. To secure this, we have a concept called MFA. MFA is nothing but simply the multi-factor authentication, where you can keep the multi-factor authentication for your accounts to set up, so that your accounts will be completely monitored, and your accounts will be completely managed, and where you will be having a piece of codes which we can able to use those piece of codes especially for trying to get access to the accounts as well. MFA is the multi-factor authentication code. To get access to any account, you have to type your username, you have to type your password, one-time code, and MFA code. Extra security you are providing to the account. Clear? So MFA is nothing but simply multi-factor authentication, where we are trying to provide the extra security for our data as well. Clear, participants? Now the thing is that whenever you create this, whenever you create this root user, obviously the root user has a permissions to create the IAM users. Here we have IAM user 1, here IAM user 2, IAM user 3. All these IAM users are called as temporary users. Now, for example, we have Chandrakala madam. If Chandrakala madam is asking me the credentials, rather than providing the root user credentials to Chandrakala ma'am, I will be creating one IAM user and I will be providing to her. Whenever I provide IAM user, I will be selecting a couple of services. I will be giving access only to S3. Now she can able to access only S3, not everything, right? So that's the reason of creating the IAM user. In tomorrow's class, I will be showing also how to create IAM users, how we can manage them, how to secure your AWS accounts by using the concept of multi-factor authentication, the codes as well, right? So how to create the IAM code, how to manage them, how to get them, all these things will be managed very, very, the clearly as well, which is the very, very, important as well. Clear, participants? So this is all about the today's session. So if anybody has any doubts, please participate. If anybody has any doubts, please, you're always welcome to ask. So today's session. So tomorrow we are going to see the main things, how to create IAM user, what is the differences between the root user and the IAM user, and tomorrow we are going to see about the databases, what is the differences between the SQL database and the NoSQL database, how to launch SQL database on the cloud server, how to launch NoSQL DB on the cloud servers, and I will also show you how to create a chatbots using machine learning as well. So these things will be covered in the tomorrow session so that we can wind up accordingly. So participants, any doubts, you're welcome so that I will be trying to answer your questions raised in the chat box. So hope all the topics are clear, participants, today's topics. Yes, Shweta ma'am. So whatever the practicals, I will be also providing some resources, and even I will be sharing all the PPTs that I have discussed in the class. I will be sharing with the team. So the team will be taking care of all these things as well. Okay. Yeah. Over to you, Sushmita ma'am.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much. We'll
Yes.
meet again by tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
So yeah, dear faculty members, some are asking for previous day's attendance link, which can't be shared as already informed. The link will be active only till 5:30. So I request please mark your attendance for today's, but not for the previous day's attendance. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow is the last day, that is day 5 of this particular program. I request please everyone join the session on time at 3 p.m. Okay. Yeah. So thank you all. We'll wind up. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, participants. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow, and we can see more practicals as well. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye.